I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, and look at my dogs. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction to these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Miami Dolphins. And no return on this one as the fair catch is. Signaled for and taken. Officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. At the 23-yard line. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the second straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Working out of the gun. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On first down, here's Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. LaVisca Chenault with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
That's the score. Jaguars 7, Dolphins nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Jaguars' 23-yard line.
They run with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you.
It got his man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to green light that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
A first carry now for Thompson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Both of these two teams, the Jets and Dolphins, looking to improve their rushing attack in 2020. Last year, they were the bottom 2 teams in the league in terms of rushing yards. The Jets at 31, and the Dolphins dead last at number 32. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun is Minshew. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And some room to work. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. This is Breida. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. On second down, Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to pass. Tua. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Here's Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Tua wants to throw it on second down, escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. From the gun, it's Tua. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Tua going to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Minshew, 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Off play action, it's Minshew. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua, eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd and 5 now. Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, when the Jaguars want to throw the football, they often look to D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew, he's got it complete to Thompson. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. A big kick that. Time 52 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Complete to Mike Gesicki.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. On the right side, open is Gesicki. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability and go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where it appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020, start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to let one go deep for... And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 41 yards. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Here's Oliver. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on, set. 18 gator.
Hey, man, watch the boot, Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Keelan Cole, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 1st down, Robinson. And they're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Minshew with a throw caught by Eifert, the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Minshew. And his throw's going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this one into the hands of DJ. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. They run with Thompson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And his throw is incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Minshew sets to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Jerome Baker. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right,
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now Tua. Flushed out right. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, What have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. LaVisca Chenault, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. They'll let Robinson try and run. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And a sack there by Josh Allen, and sometimes we have to draw the distinction. Is it the Buffalo quarterback, or is it the Jacksonville sack artist, as we just saw there? Former first-round pick, huge impact in his rookie year in 2019. 10.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Jaguars 24.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about it.
Touchdown, Jaguars! DJ Chark, 84 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Josh Lambo lining up.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Dolphin first down.
Now a give to Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
Minshew's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Out of the gun is Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run again with Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
This is miserable. Oh, yeah! Show 'em what you work with.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control. But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. This is Chenault on the receiving end. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.